Hey y'all, I see only sharing in the chat. Let's see. Let's give y'all some time to come on in here. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. On the late night. On the late night vibes. Hello, 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 everybody. Make sure y'all hit the like button on the way in. Welcome to the Daily Report, honey. You know, if you're a content creator friend, like Zay, for example, and you want to share this live, go ahead and share this live for me, please, and thank you. If you haven't hit the like button already, go ahead and hit that like button. Even if you're about to go to sleep, honey, and it's too late where you're at, make sure you hit the like button, and show some love, show some support. We have super stickers, super chats, and super thanks available, honey, and membership badges, okay? We have all of that stuff available, okay? So let me say hey to everybody. It was just a few things that I wanted to talk about, just random shit, y'all. This is a real random live. I was over here bored. I was going to turn on baddies, but I'm kind of getting bored with baddies, and I'll go into details with that. But let me say hello to everybody that's in the building. Hey, Sharon. What's popping? Both of the Sharons back to back, Sharon Johnson and Sharon Irvin. How are you doing? Hey, Betty Taylor. Hey, JP girl. Hey, Elise. How are you doing? Hey, Rita Boo. Hey, Shabria. How are you doing? We got Kiara in the building. Inmate mom is here. Hold on, y'all. I got a burp. Give me a second. Hello, nothing to think with. Hey, Mary Brown. Hey, Yo Yo. Hey, Tracy Ann. Hey, Demetrius. Hello, hello. Hey, Raquel. How you doing? Hey, Brianna says hello, everyone. I think Brianna, you seem to be a little bit new, honey. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. I think I may have seen you one other time in my live. So if you're not subscribed, honey, go ahead and subscribe. We do yellow hearts over here. That's my color. I love yellow. So my symbol is the yellow hearts, and that's why you'll see other people in the chat dropping the yellow hearts. Okay? Welcome, welcome. Hey, Blessed Dynasty, how you doing? How you doing? Roro is in the building. Hey, Royalty Queen, my good sis. Hey, Internet. We got Tay in the building. How are you? Dede, I just woke up and you come on. Are you going back to sleep, Zaza? Because I'm sorry if it's too late, guys. Y'all know sometimes I like to do my late night lives. And if it is too late for you, baby, just go ahead and hit this like button. And you said hey, and I love that. And go ahead and go back to sleep. It's still only 8 o'clock here, y'all. Well, now it's 9:05, so it's still early in California. But I know it's later in times with people that's like on the East Coast and stuff. Yesterday, Baddies was boring tonight. I didn't even get to watch it. Nothing to think with. Actually, I haven't watched the last 2 episodes yet. So I'm gonna try to get into it, child. But I ain't really been feeling baddies like that. Hey, Cooking with Cheryl. Hey, Renee. Hello, hello. Hey, Lakeisha, how you doing? Black T is in the building. Says, "Hey, Day in chat. What you think about people mad because Snoop and Nelly put forming for Trump?" I'm gonna keep you up there. I'm gonna give my unpopular opinion on that. Y'all know my opinions are not always aligning with the majority. I think they should get their goddamn bag, and I'm gonna go into details with why I feel like that in a second. Okay. Hey Tony, what's poppin', Bama? Hey Bama Boo. Hey, it's Cam 97. How you doing? We got Unbothered Nay in the building. It's good to see you, honey. We got Welcome to the TNT Family Show. Hello, hello, hello. La Monica is in the building. She says, good evening, day in chat. And Antoinette said yes, midnight. Antoinette, what city are you in right now? That's what I want to know. Butternay, damn it, I lost. What y'all was betting? What was the bet, Bama? Was you betting on your live? Cause I was on the phone. I was in and out, so I didn't even get to really hear your live. But I was trying to be in the chat and just showing support to my girl Bama. I was just about to say, Get that bag. Yeah, like anybody could understand it once you take your feelings out of it and understand that everybody is going to do what they want to do when they want to do it, right? So boom. First, I wanted to start talking about my dinner. So I got a few groceries at the grocery store. That was great. That live did great. 2.7K views. I'm not mad at that. It's my regular. 200 likes, some comments. So I'm satisfied with my live that I did earlier. I kept it cute, and I'm gonna continue to keep it cute over here on this channel, because when you just as pretty as I am in the face, I mean, why not keep it cute? But yeah, I love the grocery hauls. The grocery hauls, y'all. I don't know if, well, we've done it in the past, but y'all have seen when you do grocery hauls, or you're like cooking, or you're eating on live stream just through YouTube stream and not doing StreamYard, it attracts a lot of different people who normally you wouldn't like see on a regular basis in the chat. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to attract more people to come and enjoy the content that I create. So I thought that that was good, and I wish I would have went live while I was cooking so y'all could have saw me cooking. I threw down. Okay, I had the steak out. I took it out the freezer last night and I put it in the refrigerator because I knew I was gonna cook today. And so I went to the grocery store to get the rest of the stuff because I didn't have it. We didn't have rice. I had to get that. I had to get like one pack of gravy mix, and I think I actually picked that up. That and spaghetti. I think y'all saw it, if I'm not mistaken. Um, and then we needed some green beans because my mom doesn't use cans anymore, so I had to go get some fresh ones to satisfy what she likes to eat, and trying to just be a little bit healthier. So it was fire, like mwah, chef's kiss. Okay, like the gravy was fire, the steak was really good, and I'm not like a huge meat eater, you know. I remember I was telling y'all when I was little, I swore I was vegetarian up and down, through and through. Like, if I could call my favorite Uncle Ivan, well, he was my favorite my whole life. But if I could call him, y'all, he would have y'all laughing because I swore I was vegetarian. Like when we would go out, say for instance, for 1 year for his daughter's birthday, he had took us out to Pier 31 in San Francisco, and we had ate at Bubble Gump. Do anybody know what Bubble Gump is? Put it in the chat if you know what Bubble Gump is. So he had took us to Bubble Gump, right? And that's seafood. And I'm bringing this up because we was just talking about this the last time I seen him at my cousin's birthday party. And he was like, yeah, because, and I don't even remember this. Like, he had to bring it up to me. He was like, yeah, I remember when we went to Bubblegum for Ayana's birthday one time, and you was like, is there anything else? Do they have any other type of food here? Because y'all, I swore up and down that I did not eat meat. But I would eat certain meat. I just wouldn't eat a lot. And I'm still like that in my older years. But when I tell y'all I fucked that steak up, I messed it up. I ain't gonna lie. I did. It was really, really good. So I was eating that. And then I started to notice, like, I don't know if it's because I'm sick or not, but I don't have a huge appetite like I would. Forrest Gump Bubba. What? I don't like Bubba Gump. Black Tea, that used to be our favorite restaurant. I don't know why the fuck. It's like certain restaurants in the Bay Area, like it was cool to go to. Like if you go to Pier 31 and you go to Bubba Gump's when I was younger, like you was lit, right? Because it was an era. Everybody fucked with it. But I was like, yeah, I don't eat seafood. Do they have anything else? So I think I like maybe ate some fries. And he was like, girl, like you don't eat meat. What are you talking about? So that was funny. So tonight I really like the steak. But I think because I'm sick, my appetite is not as big as it would normally be. So I was eating it, and then I was just like, you know what? I'm done. I don't want any more. So yeah. I wanted to tell y'all how great my meal turned out because it was 10s across the board. Nothing about it was wrong except for I did make the rice just a tad bit a little too soft, but it was still good. We don't have bubble gums. Taste buds be off when you're sick. But I don't think it's necessarily my taste buds because the flavor is there. Because I thought I had COVID, right? But with COVID, you start losing your taste, you start losing your sense of smell, and all that different type of stuff. I went and took a test. I don't have COVID, right? I had ordered one from Walgreens because y'all know I'm a huge DoorDasher. If I got some money in my account, I will DoorDash the fuck out of some shit. But today I wanted to get out and do grocery hauls, like make some content that was different than what I've been doing. Besides like my little book stuff that I have got going on. So yeah, that was great. What else was I doing? I was listening to my Alexa. Y'all know how I do. Like when I was on my backup page, which I was thinking earlier, I want to go back over there and do a live just playing music because I don't want to do it on my main channel. I don't want them to keep copyrighting me and me having to share my money with the copyright owners of the music. So I'm gonna take it to my backup channel and cook and come live and play music and just jam out. So I was thinking about that earlier. But I also wanted to talk about this goddamn TikTok stuff because there's been a lot of different developments since we first heard about it being canceled yesterday and people having the initial shock factor of how people was reacting and stuff like that. So I found out TikTok was banned on YouTube with the rest of y'all. I think we was in Bama's chat. Hit the like button, please. Yes, yes, yes. Hit the like button. So we was in Bama's chat, and I think somebody had came up into the chat and was like, "Oh, TikTok is gone." So I'm like, damn, I was never a huge TikTok fan. I have an account. I follow a few people on there, like April Love. I think a few other people from YouTube added me on my TikTok, but I never upload no videos. I just got an account, and I made one. I don't know why I made it, but I did. And then my nieces and nephews, when they would come over, they would be in my phone a lot on TikTok. So they'll be signing me out, signing me in, all of that type of stuff. So it was never a thing that I really could get into, but I saw the impact it had on so many levels as far as creating revenue for content creators. A lot of Black people were going viral for the dances that they was making to music. A lot of artists was having their music pop just a little bit more than just on radio. It was like the new age version of radio. Like, say this if I'm wrong in the chat, guys. But y'all remember when radio used to be a big deal. Radio is not a big deal anymore. People go to streaming apps like Apple Music. They go to which I feel like I'm a little a little ghetto with this, but I still use SoundCloud. Or is it SoundCloud? Let me see. No, it's not. I don't think that's what it's called. Oh yeah, SoundCloud. I still got SoundCloud on my phone and I got Apple Music. So people go to other places to like promote their music and stuff to the point where now radio, people are not listening to radio anymore. It doesn't have as big of an impact, say, like it used to back in the day, where people would literally broke artists over the radio and it catapult them into like celebrity status where everybody was listening to the stuff that they got going on with radio and all that. And I feel like, especially out here in the Bay Area, which kind of shied me away from doing radio. And y'all know I switch up what I be wanting to do all the time. Because I would want to do radio and then I'd want to do this and I'd want to do that. But the radio out here is like, it's ass. I ain't gonna lie to you. My dream job was working at one point, was working at KML, and I believe KML is in Oakland. Correct me if I'm wrong, Bay Area people. I believe it's Oakland or San Francisco, one of those cities that the radio station is based in. When I was younger, growing up, we used to have summer jams. We used to have like people get excited to try to win tickets. I remember plenty of times as a little kid calling in to KML 106.1 and trying to win tickets to the Summer Jam. But the way that the Bay Area is set up right now, with all of the different like crime that's going on in Oakland, people getting their stuff stolen out their cars, which we call it bipped. Out here in the Bay, if somebody bip you, they just broke into your car and stole your shit. That's just some Bay Area terminology, some Bay swag, okay? So, it's just not safe anymore. And then when the artist was coming out here, it was all bad. Hey, Erica. Yeah, see, look, Tay says I'm right. You agree with me. So, even when the artist, y'all, one of the biggest things that happened in the Bay Area that I feel like made people scared to come out here was that they robbed 2 Chainz in Oakland. Like, chased him down the street, broad daylight, big ass guns. Let me see if I can find that video. I want to play it. Well, I don't know if I want to get struck for playing it. Let me see if I can find it. They got bought TikTok back, but I'm gonna search it on Google and see if we got a news clip, because I'll never forget that shit. I said, man, we can't have nothing. Like, fuck. This is when 2 Chainz was lit, when he was doing the birthday song, and he hopped on the song Bees in the Trap with Nicki Minaj. It was literally at the height of his career, and everybody was listening to him. Okay, no, Day, we'll look it up. All right. I wanted to show y'all because, boy, I'll never forget that video. I was just like, oh my God, we could never have nothing, because Oakland is a different type of place. Like, it's just a different level of like vultures out there who would do whatever. And it kind of spills into the other neighborhoods in the surrounding areas of the Bay. So after two Chainz got robbed, they took his chains, they took his weed. He was coming from a cannabis club, because y'all know everybody say California got the best weed. The cannabis clubs used to be really popping out here. This is when the brand Cookies was really, 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 really lit, and it started in the Bay Area, and everybody, rapper smoke. So he was leaving a goddamn dispensary, and they just chased my boy mid broad day, and like shotguns and shit, big guns down the street. So after that, people stopped coming. And then when the people did come, like Glorilla, for instance, like the most recent thing that I could think of, especially with the female artist, she was performing in Oakland. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was a year ago or the year before that, 2022. They was throwing water. They was throwing shoes and shit at Glorilla as she was leaving the club that she was supposed to be performing at. So after that, like, Glorilla QC, they was like talking about it, and I'm like, oh my God, that's another thing, another reason why people don't want to come. Then Rod Wave, after he just released his last album, he's supposed to have went to Oakland. He had a show in Oakland, and he had a show in Sac. Now, y'all know Sac is not the Bay. That's the other part of just the Northern California, right? But we neighbors. He canceled his show in Oakland. That pissed a lot of people off. The day of his Sac show, because Nene and Miley, they were going to go, or they did go. My cousin did. My cousin Miley went. Or my niece Miley, Nene, Lonnie, the one who went to New York with us. It was a few of my family who I went to the one in Sacramento. He canceled the show while the people was waiting on them. So the people in Sac started taking stuff out of the fucking machines. They started stealing wine. They was taking merch from tables. Like, my niece was calling me. I was like, oh my God, I was scared. Da-da-da-da-da. My little cousin Lonnie was like, that was the crazy experience I've ever had in my life. Like, they was having to run out. The police was having to swarm and like trying to stop people from taking the stuff from the actual venue, because they was mad that Rod Wave canceled his show. So I'm just like, you know what? This shit kind of weak. I ain't gonna lie. The Bay Area bunk. This shit bunk as hell. It used to be fun, but it's not no more because it's just not safe. Hey, Day and cousins at work listening and hit the like button too. Thank you, Nadine. Appreciate that. Bema says, I ain't coming to no part of Cali. No, ma'am, not even LA. You wouldn't want to go to LA, Bama. LA is fun. If you know how to stay out the way, it's cool. But like in the Bay Area, if you in Oakland, it don't matter who you is, some shit'll pop off. Ain't got no morals, ain't got no principles. That's just my opinion. So yeah, so with as far as radio and music, they don't really do summer jams like that. I think the last one that they did, they had artists that like people aren't listening to currently. But people said the last one was okay. And for a while it was like a little dry spell for like KML doing summer jams and stuff like that. So yeah, that whole thing with the radio, it was crazy. But TikTok was a platform that everybody was able to use to, get popping, make sure they get the streams, get the clicks and the views so they can move up the Billboard charts, the Hot 100, the R&B, the rap charts, all those different accolades that rappers try to get when they release music. TikTok was helping people out with that. So when I first heard about it being deleted, I was thinking about all the missed opportunities and the missed money that people are going to get from or miss out on from TikTok being banned. But I also was thinking from a perspective that is good because all the kids that's on it is being exposed to too much. And I was going to do this live with my sister, but I was like, you know what? I'm bored. Let me go live and just talk about the different stuff that I've been thinking about. So I had a few cousins and a few people, like the younger generation, they was highly upset about TikTok being gone. And it's so funny that I feel like now I'm a part of the generation that don't care about that type of stuff because it never interests me, not even in the beginning. But I know people enjoyed it. Like April Love, she would get on there and she would do her content. She would make funny videos and stuff like that. So the fact that it's back up, I think it's okay. But I think it should be an app just for grown-ups, and maybe they could try to create something different just for kids. Like it needs to be a certain level of censorship because the songs the kids be listening to and dancing to, hell nah. Like if I had a kid, my kid would not be on TikTok. I would be one of those. My kid would not be on TikTok, or if I allowed my kid to be on TikTok, I would be going through their phones every day trying to monitor everything that they got going on because it's all type of stuff on there that's not appropriate for kids. Bella! I'm weak. You said all I know is straight out of Compton, but nah, for real, it's a no for me. Oh, you got us Cali girls. You got Cali fucked up, Bama. I ain't gonna lie. But it's too expensive. And to me, sometimes I just don't even be thinking it's like worth it like that. But I do still stand by the fact that California has the best weather and the best smokes. Can't nobody argue with me on that, That's how I feel. Who's getting snow this week or already having it? Where are you at, Renee? You getting snow? It don't snow in California, love. It's just hella cold, like real cold. Especially right now, it's like real windy. Yes, I saw a man crying. He said he's a student and drive Uber and a creator on TikTok. He says he needs that check real bad. See? And a lot of people was able to have different sources of income, like outside of just a regular 9 to 5, a traditional job. So that's why I think for certain people, social media is a necessity and it does work and people should be able to use it. But I think it just needs to be stronger boundaries and stronger like rules as far as it pertains to kids. Cause fuck no, it'd be too much. I think because they established and probably was their main income. I'm not sure, but those posts were crazy. Some of them people have become full time content creators because they make so much money. Like, just imagine this, right, y'all? Let's put it in perspective for YouTube. Let's say I do a vlog, right? Or I do an edited video and it hits. I get 100K views, right? And it attract me 50,000 subscribers. And I'm vlogging, for instance, what vloggers do. Vloggers, they'll show their life, they'll show the products they use, they will show the things that they like, and those brands would be reaching out to them to promote their stuff to their audience. So it became a really, really lucrative business for people to just get out on social media, vlog their lives. If you wanted them it girls, because it was a whole trend on here at one point that I was really, really into, where it was like the beauty videos was going crazy, the vlogs were going crazy because people love to watch people do things to where they're succeeding in life, or at least, you know, taking people along that journey with them to the point where they want to go. Like, okay, y'all, this is my channel and I'm starting with 500 people. Like, for instance, one girl I follow, her name is Kyra. I'm Unique. When I first found out who she was and I found their channel, she was at like 50K. My girl is at 500 and something thousand subscribers on her channel. She could drop a video today and it'll already be at 20K before the morning come. So when you get like in a certain algorithm and you're consistent, it's a lot of money that could be put into that. Like, for instance, I used to watch Jayla Corian, Missy Lynn, and all the YouTube girlies, and they would be like linking up and having beef and shit. And when they would fall out, they'll be getting on here like telling each other's business or explaining to the subscribers why they was getting into it. But and they will sometimes they will be getting into it over brand deals because they'll be having meetings with some of the same companies and they will be choosing to pay people different amounts of money, right? So it's a lucrative business if you know how to do it right and you kind of just tailor made your content to a specific audience. That's true. Def be too much. Renee. Now you know it ain't finna snow here. We're getting stuff right now in New York. Oh, I bet y'all is, honey. Alabama, come to Cali and visit us. You'll like it. We will take you around and we're gonna take Bama to the hood and leave her there. Bama, we gonna take you to the hood and leave you there. We're gonna take you to LA and we're gonna put you in Watts so you can see all the gang banging culture. We gonna leave you right there, Bama. We just go dip off on you. Oh shit. Cause I'll never forget, y'all. That gangbanging culture is really hella real in LA too. It's not so much like that. People don't bang on colors in the Bay Area. They bang by section, so it's different. For instance, say I'm from Richmond, right? I'm from Parchester, and they done linked up with a group from Oakland, and the group from Oakland don't fuck with North Richmond because Parchester and North Richmond don't like each other. So it be like that. It don't be based off like colors and all that type of shit in streets. But one time we went to LA when Majane graduated from law school. I gotta tell this story. I gotta tell this story because y'all know my peoples. They lived out there before we moved down here to the Bay Area, and then before that they lived in Memphis. Like my granny and them, they from Memphis. They moved to LA, and then from LA they came to the Bay, and this is where majority of my family has been since. So we went out there for Majane graduation. It was so lit. It was me, Myron, Juju, Kai, Miley. The twins wasn't born yet. Nene was pregnant. I don't know where little Myron and Milani was, but it was a few of us, and it was Big Myron, my uncle Ivan, my auntie Terry, my mom, Kylie's dad, he came, and my cousin, my auntie Sharon, and all her kids, her boys. And my uncles and them, like my mama told y'all, they people used to bang. So we wanted to go see Nipsey Hussle's mural and stuff out there in what is it called? It's somewhere in LA. Don't hurt me, guys. I'm not from LA, so I don't know. I wish TRW was up. She could tell me wherever that rolling 60s crip shit is at. Okay, Slauson. We was in Slauson on Slauson Street. And we went to the store. We saw the store. We was taking our pictures. We all had our matching UCLA shirts on. And we was around a lot of crips. And my uncle decides to invite them back to the house that we had in the Hollywood Hills, and that house was nice as hell. That was the nicest Airbnb that we've had to celebrate Majane getting her Juris Doctorate degree. So my uncle invited them gangsta just to the house. And my little cousin Jared, he is such a fucking agitator, y'all. We was sitting in the living room playing the Wii, but it's like the living room, and it's an area that you could sit, and it's the kitchen. It's like an open floor plan, right? So my cousin Jared, him and Juju playing the Wii. Juju red, my cousin Jared is blue, right? So my little cousin gonna say, you got me fucked up, blood on Crip, right? Just not even being mindful, just being a super troll. My little cousin is a real motherfucking troll. Them niggas was looking at it, mind you, my cousins, we like, how old was I? How many years ago was that when Majane graduated? That was like 3 years ago. So my little cousin was like 18, 19. Yeah, the uncle. Why you bring them back to the house? And they was looking at him, and he kept saying shit like that, like on Crip, on Cuz, because people in the Bay Area, they put blood and Cuz in the same sentence because we don't follow the rules of banging culture, because that's not what we do from Richmond, Vallejo, the Bay Area. We don't do that. So they was just looking, and my uncle was like, we went outside and we was chilling, right? And he came out there and he said, Jared, why the fuck you not reading the room? Why would you sit there and you keep saying this shit? And they just looking. And that was the first time I ever seen a motherfucker with a Jerry curl, y'all. I ain't never seen somebody with a goddamn Jerry curl. That was the first time I saw somebody with a Jerry curl in their hair. And I'm like, well, this is not the 90s no more. So they was just throwing me completely off. That was the first time I've ever been introduced to LA culture and how real it is with, like, you know, the whole look and the whole vibes with the gangs and stuff. So yeah, my uncle had to check my cousin a little bit. Like, nigga, do you know where we at? Like, nigga, chill, bro. And then one of my cousins, my big cousin, one of his brothers, he was like, nigga, I ain't even bring my thing, and you here tripping. I was like, oh my God. It was funny though. It was funny. We had such a good time, y'all. I'll never forget that. That's one of my favorite memories. And the only time I've known about, like, or been intertwined with that type of shit. But my little cousin had them people looking at us crazy. And then the house that we was in, we was looking like a lick, but then nothing happened. So it was good. But we was still laughing about it at the end of the night when they had left. That shit was so funny. Follow the Drip. We used to sing that for Jerry Crew. And he was like a light-skinned dude too. He was light-skinned. He was like maybe 5'6", 5'7", and he had Jerry curls straight to the back. Motherfucker like 40 years old. Cause y'all know my uncles, they're older, you know. I think my Uncle Ivan is older than my mom. So I'm like, why is y'all walking around like this? And y'all is like almost 40. Like, when do you grow up? Um, but yeah, that was my opinion on that. And it was such a funny ass time. Nadine says, Bama, I've been to Texas on several occasions. Houston, Texas. My uncle stayed out there on Laurel Capel Road. He had a soul food restaurant. Ooh, there on the Domino Shack was right down the street. I've never been to Texas, but I've always wanted to go. My papa used to live in Houston, him and my grandma, for a few years when I was younger. And I wanted to go, but my mama would never let me go, y'all. She wasn't playing that shit. And I used to be so mad. Hey, go get it. How you doing? Because my mom did not play that shit. She like, no, 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 no. I'm not sending you nowhere. You not getting on no plane. I'm not getting on it with you. So yeah, no, it was a no. So, and my papa used to always ask, and my mom would just be like, oh no, I don't feel comfortable sending my daughter on a plane and sending her to another state away from me. My mom was that mom. Slick to the back. It was slick to the back. I'll never forget that shit. Royalty Queen. I don't even know if Majane I know Majane remember that experience. That shit. We all was like, what the fuck? um Let me see. Yes, Royalty Queen, that's facts. Follow the drip. Y'all know that's not my era. I was born in 96, late 90s babies. By the time I got old enough to know what a Jerry curl was, motherfuckers was not wearing Jerry curls. The hairstyle in the Bay Area that everybody loved was locks, dreads, because at the moment the hyphy movement was lit. Mac Dre had his dreads, E40 had his dreads, so everybody was walking around with dreads. They wanted to shake them, and it was lit. I even wanted dreads at one point. I think I was like uh 10 or 11, and my mom was like, I'm not dreading your hair. I'm not. Tay, it be looking wet. It do. That's so bad. I'm sorry, y'all. No offense to the people with the Jerry curls. It's a no for me. It's a no for me. I think the slick back was the man. Yeah, it was a guy who had his hair slicked back like that, but he was like 40 years old, guys. Sound about right, Bama Dede. Was it wet and dripping? I didn't see it drip, but it was real shiny. It was real shiny and it was real moisturized, and his hair was curly as hell. I'm like, oh, okay. We talked about that too. We talked about that shit all night. Me and my family, we talked about that shit. That's why I can remember it, because it was so fucking funny. And then everybody was getting on Jared because he don't know how to read the room. Like, you gotta act certain way in front of certain people, nigga. You can't be sitting here talking about blood on Crip and you using that shit in the same sentence. These niggas real life. They is not playing, okay? You stop playing with them. We is not from out here. We from the Bay. Hey, Day. Okay, at work listening in. Hey, Sel McDaniel. I think I even got a picture. With it was a few dudes who jumped in our pictures with all they blue on. I was like, oh my god. Yes, we did. The snapback by Carefree Curl was fire. When it started to dry up or get old, I had what? You had one? Tay, I gotta see a picture. I want to see that picture. I bet you it was cute though. You know, it was cute for the era that it came from, but like not in 2021, 2022, 2023. No. Hey Patricia. Hey Lauren. So what else did I want to talk about? I talked about TikTok. Oh, I also wanted to bring up this situation with G Herbo's baby mothers, Ari Fletcher and Tyena Williams. I don't know if y'all know who they are, But I just wanted to pose a general question to the chat and anybody who has kids with somebody who has other baby mothers, right? So boom. Let me give y'all the backstory. Then I'm gonna put up a poll and I want y'all to vote and tell me in the chat why you wouldn't or would link up with the other baby mama. So G Herbo was dating Ari Fletcher. You know, he was popular coming up from Chicago. Y'all know at a certain time, drill music and drill artists was taking over the music game, and everybody was popping from G Herbo to Lil Durk to Chief Keef to even Lil JoJo was famous. He had passed, but he was really famous off of that. But that whole little era of drill was what was popping, where people was rapping about, you know, smoking on people dead homies and shit like that. I don't know why we as black people, why we like shit like that, but I definitely was one of them ones. I liked it when it was popping, and then as I started to grow up, I'm like, actually that shit is not motherfucking cool at all. And I would be mad as fuck if somebody was saying they was smoking on somebody that I'm close with that had passed away due to gun violence and the beefs that they had with each other going back and forth. But that's neither here nor there. The situation with G Herbo and his baby mothers was that he was dating Ari at one point, and it was like at the beginning of his career, he started to pop, and he will always cheat on her. Now, Taina Williams is Emily B's daughter, the lady who is dating Fabulous, the rapper Fab from New York. So that's how they all got into the mix of like people, celebrity drama, celebrity people, whatever. Ari was G Herbo was cheating on Ari with Taina, and Ari like blast Taina all over Instagram. She was making videos about her on YouTube. She was like really tainting the image of Taina in the eyes of the people, and it made like they was having a little back and forth riffs because of course G Herbo cheated on Ari with Taina. And he ended up admitting that on one of Young Miami's episodes of Creature Please. Right? So fast forward, these girls, they hated each other. Ari didn't want Taina around her kids. You feel me? Like she couldn't babysit. She couldn't be around. Ari was doing stuff with Yosan to the point where Yosan was saying Taina had hit him or some jazz like that, and they was arguing, going back. Well, really, Ari would crash out a lot, and Taina would ignore the fuck out of her. She wouldn't even address her. But one time where she was trying to accuse Taina of hitting Yosan, that was the one time that Taina had spoke out and was like, I didn't put my hands on your son, da 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 da. Right? Boom. So that's the backstory. Fast forward to just a few days ago, Ari has her cooking channel here on YouTube. It's called The Real Kyle Sister. And she has this cooking segment on her channel that goes viral because she has the celebrity connection. She had people like Moneybag Yo on her platform, which is her boyfriend, and just all different type of people. Recently, they did a cooking video together. Right? Y'all following me? Put a one in the chat if you're following me. Yes. I'll find one and send it to you, please. I want to see that. So that the baby mamas is cool now. Moral of the story. And I didn't even go watch the cooking video yet, but clips of it was going viral on Instagram on the blogs. Because it was shocking to see them together. They had this really long feud of going back and forth for like the past 3 years. Right? So people was saying that seeing the baby mamas together now that neither one of them are with Herb and Taina was supposedly is moved on, that they're able to hang out and be cool and all of that type of stuff. But it's shocking because, of course, a lot of people feel like baby mamas, when it's multiple, you know, they don't kind of get along, and it's always because somebody likes the man, somebody came in on the relationship when it wasn't over, so there's like some secret or not even secret but out loud built up animosity to the point where they can't be cool for the sake of the kids, right? So now they being cool. Mothers, okay? This is to the mothers. It's funny that an old white man invented the Jerry curl. For real? I did not know that. You just taught me something new, Denise. I did not know that. And see, black people is the main ones consuming it. We always do shit like that, consuming their products while they make all the profit. But, right, let's keep going. Would you guys be cool to the point where you guys are going out to the clubs, y'all are hanging out on a consistent basis, y'all are around each other 24/7, or not even 24/7, but you and the other baby mama? Would y'all do that? And what's y'all real life experiences? Because I know, like, from hearing the people around me who went through stuff like that, shit, I know some people that would never be cool with the other baby mama and will never talk to that person. And people think that it's fake. Yesterday, we go home. We gonna have to get Bama butt on a show called Show Around Cali. Yeah, right, Nadine. It's possible because the kids are siblings. Do I want to do a poll? I don't know if I want to do a poll. Let me just see. Let's just have a little fun with this live. Hold on. Let's have a little fun with this live real quick. And then I'm going to get off of here. I don't want to hold y'all up. I think I've been on here for a cool minute. I didn't rambled and was telling y'all my thoughts and opinions about things, because you know I have a lot of thoughts and opinions. Oh, I got so much music on my main page. Let me see. Let me go to my channel. Because some people don't believe in all of that. Oh, well, they're siblings. Some people don't like, they're like, whatever. Okay. So how should I pose this question? Let's see. Yes or no? Period. Start poll, and y'all can vote on it. Let's see. Even the people in the bushes, vote on it, guys. Was making a snack, but I'm still here. Okay, 4-leaf clover. So McDaniel says, I'm only cool with one of the other BMs. Never had beef with that one. So what was the beef about, if you could just put it into short words? So McDaniel, if you feel open to discussing it, why did you have beef with one of his baby mamas? What was the reasoning for it? Be cool so you know your kid is safe. See, Bama? Now that's a very mature mindset to have with that whole situation. And if it was me, I think that after times pass, and if I feel like everybody's moved on and they don't have feelings for each other, I definitely wouldn't care. I don't know if we would be best friends, but I would at least let the tension be broke. Like maybe have just a one-time conversation so that person could feel safe and secure if their kid is around me, and vice versa. I would want my baby to feel safe around whoever, if need be, while the siblings build their relationships. Because y'all know I'm big on family. Family is a big thing to me, so maybe I would. But I don't know though, because for real, I'm speaking from outside of the club. I don't know how I would feel if I was inside of the club. Cheating and jealousy. Yeah, that's typically what it is. It's possible to be civil with each other, but I'm not hanging out with her. And that was one thing that had a lot of people up in the upworld on social media, because they're like, oh, they're faking it. Like they was out at the club. They was even with G Herbo too. And it was a video going viral because they both was dancing and was throwing their middle fingers up towards G Herbo. He was sitting down. He was laughing. But I don't know if we're going to be outside. Like, we could have a mature, grown-up, adult conversation where we establish our boundaries that we have for one another. But as far as, like, kicking it, no. Like, we wouldn't be kicking it. It would never be no situation like that. Because why? That's just weird. I wouldn't want to be friends. But they trying to be friends, y'all. And people thinking it's fake. So they feel like they doing it right now, but it's going to be a big blow up a little bit later down the line. Because they feel like Ari is bitter and Ari is not over the fact that Herb cheated on her with Taina and all that different jazz. So people still feel like that she has those lingering feelings still harboring within her. And right now she just playing cool. So I don't know, child. Wendy Jones says the tension is never going to be broke because that other mama is not going to trust you around her child and she's not going to want to be your friend. So there's going to always be tension in the air. And Wendy, a lot of people was picking up on the awkwardness of the video so first they was spotted and going viral because they was in the club. Then they decided to do a cooking video together on Ari's YouTube channel. And people was talking about the clips and they was like, this just seems awkward. This seems forced. It don't feel genuine. It don't feel authentic or natural. And I still got to go watch it because I'm going to come back and talk about the specific issues that they talk about on the cooking show. I want to do a reviews on it because that's something that I grew up watching. I was a huge fan of G Herbo. I remember when he first started dating Ari. I always followed G Herbo through his career all the way up until now. I still fuck with him heavy. I still listen to his music. So it's definitely interesting. I stay neutral for the kids and the grandkids. If his ex speak and give me respect, I give respect back. But I try my best to be decent and respectable for the kids and the grandkids. I like that, Mookie. Real grown woman shit. I like that, Mookie. So y'all feel like it's unnatural that they trying to be friends. That's that fake shit. Okay. So on the poll, which I'm about to end it now, we got 42 votes. Shout out to everybody who voted. The poll says, would you be friends with your ex other baby's mothers? 61% said yes and 38% said no. Those are interesting numbers. They are. They is, honey. So she's saying yes with Wendy. I agree with Wendy's comment 100%. So yeah, all right, you guys. I'm gonna get off of here. I felt like I've talked y'all ears off enough. Shout out to everybody that came and participated in the chat. Shout out to everybody that was in the bushes. Make sure y'all hit the like button. We still got 168 people at the 53-minute mark. We had 200, 210. Those are good numbers for me. I'm completely satisfied because I'm just talking about random stuff and people are actually interested in hearing what I got to say. So shout out to y'all. I hope y'all have a blessed night. If you haven't hit the like button already, hit the like button on the way out. If you are a part of the replay gang, let me know in the comments you caught the replay. And if you didn't share this video, you should if you're my friend and I like you. And yeah, all of that good stuff. If you enjoyed the content, we have super thanks available after the live. All you got to do is hit the $ and send us a little token of appreciation, a token of love, token of support after the live is over. Good night, all of y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow, and I hope everybody sleep well tonight, okay? Because I know I am. I'm going to catch me some really, really good Z's and be at peace 100%. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Deuces.